Coming up on Good Morning Texas.
A true Sunday fun day.
No spa, no problem.
And we set our sights on San Antonio.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas. Good Morning Texas for Wednesday, November 11th. I'm Andrea Muniz.
And I'm Arusha Gadanti. Thanks for joining us this morning for another episode of Good Morning Texas. This is actually our second to last episode of the semester. Andrea, how do you feel about the semester coming to a close?
I don't know. I feel like it's gone by so quickly, but it's also dragged a bit at the same time, so it's kind of weird. I stayed at home this semester with everything going on, and I don't know. I feel like that kind of like impacted the way that I think about this semester. But I'm glad that it's coming to an end. I'm excited for Christmas and all the holidays. So yeah, how are you excited, or how are you feeling?
I mean, honestly, I'm in the same boat as you and probably many other students who haven't maybe taken classes as seriously as they should have. But I just can't believe it's November and Thanksgiving is like in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Getting into this week's trending topics, the drug maker Pfizer has been working on a COVID vaccine. Announced Monday in the first formal review done by an outside panel of experts, the vaccine was more than 90% effective.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, the quicker we can get a vaccine, the better. And maybe this time we'll actually have an in-person graduation. Fingers crossed.
That'd be great. But in July, the pharmaceutical company got a $1.9 billion deal with the government's Operation Warp Speed, an effort to rush a vaccine and deliver 100 million doses. There are 10 other vaccines in late-stage trials across the globe. The other front-runners include Moderna and AstraZeneca. This won't mean that we can stop wearing masks. They are still a necessary measure, considering it will take a while to roll out enough vaccines. The stock markets have reacted well to the news. The S&P 500 gained 1.2%. And shares soared for companies that would gain from a return to normal activities, such as airlines and shopping mall operators.
Well, let's hope the vaccine does go through. On other topics in news, Andrea, have you got a chance to go outdoors or do any hiking?
I definitely haven't done any hiking. Not too good at that. The last time I went hiking, I fell a few feet. But I do go outside and walk sometimes, maybe a little jog. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not alone with falling and hiking. Actually, recently, a new record was built in hiking and hiking a mountain freestyled. So Emily Harrington free climbed the El Capitan summit under 21 hours. That's almost less than a day. Yeah. She's the first woman to complete the Golden Gate route, which is 3,000 feet. And it's the iconic mountaintop at the Yosemite National Park. Emily is one of the 4 women who have free climbed the Yosemite Mountain.
Wow, it's awesome to see strong women do amazing things. What exactly is free climbing?
It's a great question. Free climbing means you're attached to ropes. So if you do fall, you're caught, but the ropes play like no role in actually climbing. So free climbing requires technical climbing skills, power and physical, the arms, and most importantly, the mental stamina. So on top of that, many people take multiple days, sometimes even weeks to accomplish the climb. Harrington has done it in less than a day. But to be fair, the climb was definitely challenging for the 34-year-old who had suffered a 150-foot fall, maybe not the same height that you fell, Andrea, but still a fall, and just a year back when she had climbed the El Capitan. This time, when she climbed it again, she had received a deep gash on her forehead that would have made any climber give up. In fact, she almost did. But ironically, the pandemic had helped her learn to stay focused on her goal and remove any distractions. During an interview, Emily Harrington commented, "Impossible dreams challenge us to rise above who we are now and to see if we can become better versions of ourselves."
That's so inspiring. I can't imagine climbing at that high of an altitude. I barely climbed anything. So it's amazing to see someone take on such a challenge and with so much determination.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Arushi, are you looking for a job?
Please tell me more.
Because Elon Musk's The Boring Company is hiring, and it's not boring. Elon Musk's company might be moving to Austin. Although no formal announcements have been made, the company did add 8 new job listings in Austin on their website.
Yeah, wow. I feel like Austin is just always growing so much, and this would be another thing to help the city to continue to grow and bring in new jobs.
Definitely. Jobs included engineering positions, an accountant, a lead technical recruiter, and business development lead, if you're interested. The tunnel construction company announced this via Twitter. The company tweeted out, "Rumor has it that Austin chalk is geologically one of the best soils of tunneling. Want to find out? Austin jobs now available." As of now, the company has a test tunnel in Hawthorne, California, and proposed projects in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and along the East Coast. This comes after Austin voters voted in favor of Prop A last week. Prop A, or Project Connect, is Austin's most ambitious public transportation plan. The light rail system, new bus routes, a downtown tunnel system, and affordable housing are part of the project. However, spokesperson for Cap Metro, Mariette Hummel, said she is not aware of any connection between Musk's company and Project Connect.
Well, this sounds awesome. I learned something that Elon Musk had a company called The Boring Company. Let's head over from news to Madeline at the weather station. Madeline, how's the weather forecast looking?
Thanks, Arushi. Today in Austin, it will be a beautiful sunny day with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 53 with no rain in sight. As we look at Thursday, the sun will continue to light up the sky with a high of 84 and a low of 57. Moving forward into the week, we can expect to see more sunny skies with the potential to see some clouds and rainfall. Friday, we will be mostly sunny with a high of 81 and a low of 63. Saturday, we'll have a high of 83 and a low of 57. While we will see some sun on Saturday, there's also a 20% chance of rain, so you might want to keep an umbrella nearby if you plan on getting out. Last but not least, on Sunday, the sunshine will be back with a high of 83 and a low of 52. That's it for me live from the Weather Center. I'm Madeline Hayden.
Thanks, Madeline. And don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas when we get back.
Over here at GMTX, we love our ice cream. That's why we are all celebrating National Sundae Day today. Wow, what a tongue twister. The GMTX staff shared their favorite ways to make a sundae. Let's see what everyone made.
Hi, good morning, Texas. I'm Stephanie Molina, and today GMTX is going to show you their favorite way to make a sundae in honor of National Sundae Day, which is today, November 11th. So let's get into it. Okay, so for my sundae, I like to add chocolate fudge brownie ice cream, and I like to add more chocolate to it. And I know that's already chocolatey enough, but I like to add M&Ms, and to make it a bit more healthier, I like to add strawberries, and I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, that's how I like to eat my sundae.
And this is how I make my sundae. For my sundae, I use vanilla ice cream, Cool Whip, sprinkled on some rainbow sprinkles because I love sprinkles, and put some chocolate chips.
Hello, so for my sundae today, I decided to go very chocolate focused. So I did cookies and cream ice cream, and then I put some chocolate cake in there. I would usually put a brownie or a cookie in there, but that's all we got today. So I did some chocolate cake, yum. And then I put some bananas in there because I know people usually put bananas in their sundaes. I don't know how I feel about it, we'll see. And then I'm also just gonna put some chocolate syrup on top as a nice little garnish decoration, and I think it looks pretty cute.
Hi, it's Parker Fenton. My perfect sundae consists of Bluebell ice cream, whipped cream, sprinkles, chocolate syrup, and usually strawberries, but I don't have strawberries right now, so this will have to do.
So my Sunday's a little out there. I wanted to go all green themed with pickles, green apples, green Pop Rocks, and mint chocolate chip ice cream. So it may not be looking too good for me a couple hours from now.
Skincare seems to get a lot of attention these days, but a good facial mask can get a little bit pricey. So why not make one with ingredients that can be found around your house? Mercedes Gonzalez shares her review on some quick and easy recipes to make your own facial masks at home.
Hey guys, I'm Mercedes, and today I'm joined by my sister, Maddie. So I know this, as we're winding down the semester, people might be feeling kind of stressed. We can try to find a way to relax us making some easy homemade facial masks, and we're going to see how they work. Our facial masks. I have the coconut and sugar, and I have the honey and lemon juice. So now we're going to apply these and let them set for 15 minutes. Oh, didn't it say not get in your eye? Yeah, don't just get in your eye. No. See you guys in 15 minutes. So the timer just went off, so now we're going to go wash off our face masks. This will pretty smooth, but kind of tight though, so I think it's like okay. Give like a 3 out of 5.
My face feels different actually. It feels a little smoother. I think you said something about taking off skin cells or something, right? Yeah, sounds about right. So I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5.
Well, I guess I'm gonna stick with my store-bought face mask. No, maybe you guys can try it. For Good Morning Texas, I'm Mercedes Gonzalez. I think that works.
That's not very good.
Yeah.
Get out of my room.
With the fall semester swiftly closing in on the end, there seems to be a brief calm before the storm of finals and presentations. With the little free time that he has, our Cameron Trout took advantage of this and took a quick trip to San Antonio at midnight. Let's see how that turned out for him.
Hello and welcome back to another segment of Texas Travels. As you can tell, I may seem a little bit tired because it is midnight on a Thursday night, and me and my roommates were feeling a little bit cooped up, so we wanted to go travel to the great city of San Antonio. And what better time to do it than at midnight? So without further ado, let's hit the road. We drove for an hour and a half through dark fields and made an obligatory rest stop at Buc-ee's for some gas, chips, and hot chocolate. We were still full of energy and riding the adrenaline boost of doing something spontaneous while listening to Christmas music. As the clock struck 1:30 a.m., we arrived at downtown San Antonio. We walked our way through what felt like an absolutely deserted city, which makes complete sense given that it was nearing 2 a.m. when we reached the Alamo. Or should I say the barrier surrounding the Alamo. Yeah, we kind of flopped in our main mission of going to see the outside of the Alamo at night, but we didn't let that dampen our moods. We kept exploring the quiet cities and found a lot of cool buildings, cutely lit streets, some haunted locations, and a statue of Teddy Roosevelt. I elected to drive back, and one of my roommates helped keep me awake as we discussed all sorts of things you only think of late at night. Hello again. It is currently 4 a.m. and I am exhausted. I drove all the way home and my friend kept me up. But it was still super fun, even though we couldn't really see the Alamo in its full glory. But I really recommend everyone to go out and be safe and explore with the little time that we have in college. It goes by so quickly, so go out and explore. And with all that being said, I'm going to sleep. Night. For Good Morning Texas, I'm Cameron Trout.
Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas after the break.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Today we will be seeing just how good we are at reading each other and flat out lying with today's game, blindfolded bluffing. So how the game will work is we each have a few different items, and we have to describe an item to the other person, and they have to try and guess what it is. However, the trick is we could be completely lying about what we have, or the other person can say we are lying when we are really telling the truth. You ready, Arushi? I bet I can lie. I can outlie you.
I don't know about that. I was a born liar, right from my mother's womb.
Okay, Arushi. I'm gonna let's see about that.
Poker face. Let's go.
Okay. Who's gonna go first?
I can go first.
Okay, so I blindfold myself.
Yes, very nice blindfold you have there.
Thank you. It is my mother's. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay, how many fingers am I holding up? I have to make sure you're not cheating.
I cannot see. This is. I
don't know. You could be lying. You could be lying. I don't know.
Okay, I promise you.
So viewers, this is my item. It's a gorgeous item. It's beautiful, it's shiny. It reminds you of happiness and warmth. Very round and very festive. You know, has a lot of you know, kind of like Santa Claus. Very plump.
Okay, I'm gonna call this one early. I think you are bluffing. You said Santa Claus. It's shiny. I don't know that anything can take on that description.
You wanna take? Yeah, you can. It's a porcelain pumpkin.
Oh my gosh,
Santa
that
Claus.
is not like Santa Claus, Arushi. But
bro, Santa Claus is plumpy. Do you not see these ridges right here? That's plumpiness right here.
Okay. Santa Claus is a pumpkin. During Thanksgiving.
I said like it's a simile comparisons.
Okay. 1 point for Arushi. I'm next.
Okay, this is my blindfold. I can promise you I cannot see anything through this.
Okay. This is an item that is very dear to me. Very dear to me. My grandmother played it in the 16th. My great grandmother played it in the 16th century. It is music to my ears. She played with in Beethoven's orchestra, and
you're bluffing. You're so bluffing. So bluffing. Bluffing. Okay. So bluffing.
You can. Oh, you want to guess what it is? Maybe.
I just know your great-grandmother did not play in Beethoven's orchestra.
Okay, maybe, yeah. So maybe lying isn't my strong suit, but this is my great-grandmother's piano from the 16th century. You know, very
16th century, really?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I guess Arushi has 2 points, and I have 0. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was a keyboard. It was just the things that you said. I don't know. Yeah. I kind of want to give that to you. But anyway, fine. I'm being too nice. I have to get back to lying. Okay. Okay. This is the item. Okay. So it's very flat. You use it to write notes. It can come in different. Oh, you want to guess?
I'm thinking it's a notebook, but you can go on. I'm still processing.
It comes in different colors. It can come in different sizes. It can.
Okay, I think this is the truth. This sounds like something they use for class. Something very basic everyone has in their room. I know I have a notebook in my room, but I'm going to say this is the truth. Not a bluff.
This is the object.
Oh, that is definitely a notebook. I win this one. So that's 1 point for me and 2 for Arushi. Just kidding. Arushi continues to score on me. I'm gonna go next. So get out your pillow. Let me pick. Oh my god! I'm feeling really bad at this. Okay. This is a device used to access the internet and the World Wide Web. And you can type on it. You can write fan fictions about Harry Styles on it, which is my personal favorite thing to do. And you can
So
write
it
fan
sounds
fictions about
like a
Harry Styles.
laptop.
I'm sorry.
It sounds like a laptop, but I'm gonna say you're bluffing.
Okay. You are right. You can take down your pillow and smile for the camera. Okay, so I mean that was a tough one for me.
I mean, honestly, this game is pretty tough. I mean, not gonna lie, I was like, I can kind of see how you can like play it, but I mean, the score is the truth. I am a McCombs major, definitely a snake, and right from my
That's
mom's
right.
womb, I lined. So the score is pretty simple, 4-0. But don't go anywhere. We will be back with more Good Morning Texas after the break.
Hi, I'm Parker Fenton with Good Morning Texas. This Sunday is National Drummer Day, and I thought it would be appropriate to bring a drummer on the show to celebrate. Today we have Rob Fenton, aka my dad, who is the drummer for the Zach King Band, and he also teaches private lessons. So let's start out with, how did you get into drumming?
Sure. Actually, I grew up in Western New York, where school band started in 4th grade, which is a little bit earlier than here in Texas, where they start in 6th grade. My older brother was a drummer in the band, and he had an old snare drum in the house, and I always wanted to play that snare drum, and he would never let me play it. So it just made me want to drum more and more and more. So when it was time to join school band, I told Mom, I wanna play drums in the band, and so 4th grade I started playing drums.
Did you start right on drum set, or did you have a progression through instruments?
It's a good question. No, we didn't start on drum set. So in 4th grade we just started with a little practice pad, and they just taught us how to hold the sticks properly, how to play a drum stroke properly, very basic. Did that for a couple of years, playing just on the pad and then on snare drum. And around 6th grade is when I got my first drum set. And that's when I really started to get really gung-ho about, really playing drums.
So tell me a little bit about your band history. What was your first band? Have you been in multiple bands? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have been in multiple bands. I guess my first real band, so 6th grade, 7th grade, those years, I was just playing to records, not CDs, not MP3s, but actual vinyl records. I had a turntable right next to the drum set, and I'd just play along, and I'd learn whatever I could mostly from my big brother's album collection, I guess maybe around 8th grade to 9th grade, my across the street neighbor started playing bass. And so we put together our first official band, and it was drums and bass. When it started, that's all it was. No singing, no nothing. We just started with drums and bass. That was my first band. But that band eventually evolved into the band that I played in high school with, and that band, we did all the graduation parties and birthday parties and all those cool kind of events. We did that all through high school. So I moved to Texas for college, and when I moved to Texas, I started my first college band. And that band, after I graduated college, that band went on to have some success in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We became pretty popular in the kind of the hard rock scene. It was a hard rock band. And we did a lot of cool things. We opened for some major artists like Motley Crue and Metallica and even Fleetwood Mac. We did a bunch of really cool shows over the years with that band. After that band, I got into the Zach King Band, and I've been playing in the Zach King Band for 18 years.
So tell me a little bit about what you're doing right now with music with the Zach King Band and the private lessons.
Sure. So as I mentioned, Zach King Band. We've been together for almost 20 years, and we play all over the U.S. In fact, we're sitting right here in our writing studio right now. This is kind of our writing and rehearsal room, and from here we go out all across the U.S. and we've played all over the place. And under normal conditions, we'd be doing a lot of that. Right now, under conditions, we're doing a little smaller shows, limited capacity, outdoor shows, those kinds of things. But we'll get back to normal, hopefully, before long. I also teach private drum lessons. So right here in the studio here, I'll bring students in and we can start either beginners, very beginners, all the way up to more advanced players. And we do lessons right here in the studio.
So now we are going to do a little segment where he is going to play the grooves of certain songs, and I'm going to try to guess them. We have not practiced this at all.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know if he's prepared.
I got to come up with some ideas.
No idea
here.
what he's going to play. So
That's right.
Let's get to it.
All right. This first one, I'm going to try to, I think it's going to be something you'll know. We'll loosen you up with this one, I think. Okay?
Walk This Way, Aerosmith.
Hey, that's good. Okay. I knew you'd know that one.
Hit me with another one.
Okay, here we go. I don't have my total setup right for this one, but we'll fake it. Maybe.
We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister.
Yes, okay, all right, great. Why don't you play a little bit for me?
Oh gosh. Okay,
All
let's
right.
try it out.
All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
All right.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you guys for tuning in. For more GMTX throughout the week, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Good Morning TX. From everyone here, have a wonderful Wednesday.